One important concept for students learning to read is that vowels typically make two sounds each, the short sound and the long sound. This video will cover the long vowel sounds. Now, let's look at a list of vowel letters. The long sound for the letter A is A. Notice that straight line over the A. That line is there for learning purposes only. It makes a distinction between the two basic vowel sounds that each letter makes. Whenever you see a vowel letter with this straight line on top, you know that it represents the long sound. That should make you feel a little bit of relief in the early stages. Let's continue. The long sound for the letter A is A. The long sound for the letter E is E. The long sound for the letter I is I. The long sound for the letter O is O. The long sound for the letter U is oo or U. At this point, I'm sure you have noticed that the long vowel sounds of the vowel letters match the vowel names. So the vowel letters are A, E, I, O, and U, and their long vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, and oo or U. What really stands out is that the vowel letter U has two long vowel sounds, oo and U. Next, if you ask your other teachers or tutors if the vowel sound in these two words is the same, you should get, at the bare minimum, a thoughtful pause. If they answer too quickly, just ask if they hear a Y sound in the word cube. On a side note, this is one difference between American English and British English. An American speaker will not try to pronounce tube with the Y sound. A British speaker, however, will try to say tube rather than tube. In future lessons, we are going to cover some of these features again and again through practice. So right now is not the time to try to commit things to memory. Just notice the differences, grasp the concept, and relax. There is no need for stress at this point. Okay, so now you know that the long vowel sounds are the same as the letter names. For example, the letter A makes the A sound. Next, we need to know the three rules for the long vowel sounds. Let's start with rule 1. First, just repeat after me. Baby, below, fiber, robot, duty. Okay, here is rule 1. If a vowel sound is the last sound of the syllable, the vowel sound is the long sound. Okay, we need to talk about syllables. A syllable is a unit of a word with one vowel sound. Baby has two separate vowel sounds, the A in bay and the E in bee. bay, bee. So the two syllables are bay and bee. Let me repeat the rule. If the vowel is the last sound of the syllable, the vowel is the long sound. Let's look at the 5 examples. The first syllable in baby ends with the letter A, so it takes the long A sound, baby. The first syllable in below ends with the letter E, so it takes the long E sound, below. The first syllable in fiber ends with the letter I, so it takes a long I sound, fiber. The first syllable in robot ends with the letter O, so it takes the long O sound, robot. The first syllable in duty ends with the letter U, so it takes the long oo sound, duty. Some British speakers might try to make a U sound after a D, saying duty. For me, that would take a bit of practice, so I just say duty. Next, let's look at Rule 2. First, just repeat these words after me. Bake, theme, fine, loan, cute. These rules follow Rule 2. Here is the rule. If the syllable ends with a silent E, the vowel makes the long sound. Some teachers call this the magic E. Bake is spelled B-A-K-E. Because there is an E after the K, the A in bake takes the long A sound. Theme is spelled T-H-E-M-E. Because there is a silent E after the M, the first E in theme takes the long E sound. Fine is spelled F-I-N-E. Because there is a silent E after the N, the I in fine takes the long I sound. Loan is spelled L-O-N-E. Because there is a silent E after the N, the O in loan takes the long O sound. This spelling of loan means without others. Some animals hunt in groups. Other animals are lone hunters. Cute is spelled C-U-T-E. Because there is a silent E after the T, the U in cute takes the long U sound. Next, let's look at Rule 3. First, just repeat these words after me. Bail, meal, pies, loan, suit. These words follow Rule 3. Here is the rule. When two vowels appear side by side, the first one takes the long sound and the second one is silent. You will hear some teachers say, when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. What your teachers mean is that the first vowel takes the long sound or is pronounced the same as its letter name. Bail is spelled B-A-I-L. Because the A and I are both vowels, the second vowel, I, is silent, and the first vowel, A, takes the long A sound. Bail. Meal is spelled M-E-A-L. Because E and A are both vowels, the second vowel, A, is silent, and the first vowel, E, takes the long E sound. Meal. Pies is spelled P-I-E-S. Because I and E are both vowels, the second vowel, E, is silent, and the first vowel, I, takes the long I sound. Pies. Loan is spelled L-O-A-N. Because O and A are both vowels, the second vowel, A, is silent, and the first vowel, O, takes the long O sound. This spelling of the word loan refers to something that is borrowed and needs to be returned or paid back. Some people get a loan from the bank in order to buy a house. Suit is spelled S-U-I-T. Because U and I are both vowels, the second vowel, I, is silent, and the first vowel, U, takes the long oo sound. Suit. Right. I am going to be very frank with you. Rule 3 is the tricky rule. Rules 1 and 2 are very straightforward, but Rule 3 has lots of exceptions. That's the bad news. The good news is that we know about this obstacle in advance, and we are going to deal with it. As we go through this program, you will increase your confidence in regards to exceptions.